Let me ask you something real. Have you ever had your life fall apart in slow motion? Like you're watching the pieces of your identity shatter, and no matter how hard you try, you can't catch a single one? Yeah, I've been there too. What if I told you that the lowest point of my life, the place I thought would break me, actually ended up building the version of me I had been searching for all along? Today, I'm opening up about the moment I hit rock bottom. But more importantly, what it taught me, not just about pain, but about power, purpose, and the parts of ourselves we don't meet until everything else falls away. This isn't just my story. It's a story for anyone who's been lost, tired, stuck, or rebuilding from something that felt like the end. Because maybe, just maybe, rock bottom is where real life begins. Welcome to the Inspired Lens. I'm your host, Silas Lounge, and today we go deep. Let me set the scene. It was a Tuesday. Funny how destruction doesn't always announce itself. I was sitting on a hard floor, surrounded by unopened bills, 2 cold coffee cups, and a laptop that hadn't paid me in months. On the outside, I was still smiling, posting quotes, sharing highlights. But inside, I was crumbling. My freelance projects had dried up. I had said yes to too many things that weren't aligned with me just to survive. I was stuck in a city that didn't feel like home, and slowly drifting from the person I thought I was supposed to be. You know that moment when you stop pretending, even to yourself? That's where I was. And yet, in the chaos, something whispered to me, "You're not done, you're just undone." Rock bottom doesn't show up as punishment. It shows up as a mirror, brutally honest, deeply necessary. And here's what I saw in that mirror. 1. I had been living for performance, not purpose. Trying to look like I had it all together, instead of building something that actually fit me. That realization hit hard, but it also freed me. Because when there's nothing left to protect, you finally start asking the real questions. Who am I really? What do I want if no one's watching? 2nd, pain forced me to slow down and listen. I started journaling every night, even if it was just 2 lines. I took walks without my phone. I cried without guilt. It wasn't about fixing anything. It was about facing everything. And in the quiet, I started to remember there was still a fire in me, just buried under the ashes. And lastly, starting over was my rebirth. Rock bottom took away the facade, and beneath it, I found someone resilient. Not perfect, not polished, but present. Let's pause for a second, because maybe you're in that place right now. Maybe your version of rock bottom isn't financial. Maybe it's emotional burnout, creative exhaustion, or just feeling like you're drifting. So let me share 4 things that helped me find my footing. 1. Create tiny wins. Start where you are. Make your bed, write 1 paragraph, drink water, text someone back. Momentum doesn't begin with mountains, it begins with pebbles. 2. Rewrite the narrative. I used to tell myself, "You're failing." Now I say, "You're in a chapter, not the whole book." Challenge your self-talk, even if it's just 1 better sentence. 3. Don't heal alone. Talk to someone, a therapist, a friend, a stranger in a safe space. Healing isn't a solo sport. It's a sacred exchange. 4. Redefine what success means. Success isn't the car, the numbers, the applause. It's being aligned. It's waking up and saying, "I like who I'm becoming." Here's the truth no one talks about. Sometimes the breakdown isn't the interruption to your life. It is the invitation to your real one. Rock bottom didn't ruin me. It returned me to what matters, to who I am, to what I want to build with intention. If you're listening to this and you're in the rubble, I see you. It's okay to rest there, to breathe, to feel it, to ask the hard questions. But don't unpack and live there, because even in your lowest moments, you're becoming someone with deeper compassion, with stronger boundaries, with a voice that carries the weight of truth. Remember this, you don't need to rise overnight. You just need to rise again, brick by brick, breath by breath. And when you do, you'll carry a strength that no easy road could have ever given you. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with this. Rock bottom will teach you lessons that mountaintops never will. If this episode resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who might be hurting. Journal 1 thought that came up for you. And hit me up with a comment or send me a message. Let me know how you're healing, rebuilding, or rising. I'd love to hear your story. And hey, if you found any value here, do me a solid. Hit like to show some love. Subscribe so you don't miss future episodes. And click that notification bell so you're first to know when new stories drop. You never know who might need this next. Thanks for being here, for being human, and for choosing to rise. I'm Silas Lounge, and you, my friend, are not alone.